Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wake Up Report. And I thought I'd do a quick follow-up show based on the real short video clip that I used of Tesfaye Cooper, and it was also based on the comments that Miss Campanelli, Chicago's district attorney, gave. Well, I guess saying that I guess people like me and other people are prejudging her client and not giving her client a fair shake, and trying them in the media, and so on and so on. So what I thought I would do is give you a real good indication of the type of person that Tesfaye Cooper is, and the kind of person that this woman is sticking up for. Anyone in their right minds that would stick up for a savage like this is beyond comprehension. But this is the person that she wants released from jail, I guess, so he can go to church and help Girl Scouts sell Girl Scout cookies and walk little old ladies across the street and all the other things, the other wonderful things that Mr. Cooper does on his time out of jail. So take a look at the clip.
Big bitch, you already know we coming bitch. Fuck two badass bitches what I be like a fucking once. Yeah, boom, smoke your ass on. Damn! Damn! Big ass pose this bitch on, bro. Big ass bitch ass nigga. Come on, just in case you niggas think us some. You see that us some? Boom! With a bullet in your ass son, bro. I just caught my twin. And you know he got the same shit too. Boom, boom. Just don't play with me.
This is the person that she says she wants released from jail so they can be out on the streets. This is the person whose brother wants him bonded out so he can be released back into the wild so he could kill, rape, and pillage again. This is the type of black man that black women like these squirt out of their vaginas continuously and like clockwork in black neighborhoods, so they have the next generation of bloodthirsty savages that will wreak havoc upon their neighborhoods for generations to come. Now, I told you in the last show, leave this nigga in jail. Do not let this nigga out. Do not pass go. Do not, whatever it is that you do, that is a psychopath. That is a time bomb, a ticking time bomb, that when it goes off, it is going to kill so many people that it isn't even funny. That savage will kill you without a second's hesitation and will laugh about it seconds after he kills you. That savage and that other savage that's in that video with him needs to be marched out to the back of the jail, put down on his knees, and have a bullet put right through his head and put him out of all of our misery. That is what this woman is saying. Everybody is being so biased and so prejudiced, and our preconceived notions, and we're just trying this person in the media. We're not going to give them a fair trial. They can't get a fair shake anywhere, and it's not fair. Like John Lewis says, it's not right. It's not fair. Well, I'll tell you what's not fair. What's not fair is a failing legal system, and that's exactly what this is. That would take a psychopath like that and put them back out on the streets simply because you want to win a case. It's not about justice with lawyers. A lot of times it is about winning. That's all you're concerned about. If I can get enough wins under my belt, then that'll allow me to move up the ladder, and I can move up and move on and do something else. But the fact that after looking at that video evidence and knowing in your heart that it is wrong to release somebody like that back out onto the streets, you're not releasing him back out into your neighborhood. You're releasing him back out into the neighborhood where he does the most damage. So I tell you what, Miss Campanelli, why don't you do this? Why don't you become a big sister? Why don't you become a role model to that savage? Take him out of the black neighborhoods and take him to your neighborhood where you live and have him live there for a while. Don't think so. If you had that nigga in your house, he would rape you in your sleep, cut your heart out, eat that, and then rape your dead body again. Now, I get a lot of flack from black people that listen to the show. How dare you talk about your own people like that? You're a sellout, you're a coon, blah, 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 STFU, blah, 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 blah. Okay, first of all, I've said it before. Okay, that's not my people. That's a nigger. Africans, African Americans, Negroes, even, coloreds. Those are my people. Okay, niggers I have nothing to do with. Niggers I have no remorse, no sorrow, no shame, no guilt, nothing for them. But my question to you is, if since you feel I'm so harsh on people like this, then what is your answer for people like this? Please put it in the comments section. All right, if it's something that I can learn from you, I'm more than willing to learn it from you. What do you do with people like this? What is your solution for Chicago? You know my solution. My solution is to wall off the south side of Chicago, get all the decent people out, send the troops in and slaughter them niggas. That's my solution. What is your solution? They sit up in jail and the taxpayers have to foot the bill for these savages. They go to jail and they argue because they don't have flat screen TVs and microwave ovens. And the taxpayers have to foot the bill when the prisons have to buy flat screen TVs and microwave ovens. And then they get out of jail and they go right back to doing the very same thing that they did that got them put in there in the first place. Because for a lot of them, living in jail is better than living on the outside. You don't have to be responsible. You don't have to earn a living. Rape a girl, go to jail, live like a king, get out. Kill somebody, go to jail, live like a king, get out. What is your solution? I would really like to know it. You see, people like Campanelli are more of a detriment to the legal system than an asset. People like this are more of a detriment to you white people as well as black people. Because people like this, and I don't know if it's like this liberal, I did something horrible, back in the day, so my white guilt says I got to free as many of these black savages as I can. When they work so hard to put criminals back out on the streets, just for those criminals to come back and rape and kill and murder, and when it finally falls on you white folks, when they finally ooze their way into your neighborhoods and rape and kill you and kidnap white kids and put them in the backs of vans and drive around for 2 days and then hold them, tie them up in apartments and torture them and beat them. Miss Campanelli is absolved of all of that. See, that doesn't matter to her. She'll do some flippant quote about the legal system not being perfect, but everybody deserves a break. She'll move on to the next case, and she'll be gone because her aspirations are eventually to get out of Chicago, become a state a representative or something like that, move on into the White, do whatever it is that she wants to do. It's a stepping stone for her. It's reality for the rest of us. And you black women probably aren't going to like what I'm about to say, but I happen to notice in a couple of the pictures that two black women on Miss Campanelli's team, in addition to the black hood rat women, that birth these savages. Well, I kind of looked at it like those two black women that are part of that legal team, you got to know in your heart that what you're doing is wrong. You know that savage doesn't belong out on the streets. But what you're doing in particular is you're sending a violent psychopath back into the black community just because your job tells you to do it. It's like you give birth to these savages and you make sure that they're protected from A to Z. Why is it that I can find video of this nigga pointing rifles on Facebook Live and threatening to kill people, and you can't seem to find this evidence? You can't seem to find anything that'll sway your opinion and say, well, you know something? Due process is one thing, but we're dealing with a different animal right here. The due process and the legal system aside, my heart is telling me I cannot defend this. I cannot be responsible for getting this person back out on the streets. I've heard it from more than one source that, black women are the ones that are responsible for destroying the black community. Black women, because they're the ones that give birth to these monsters, are responsible for this. And black women, apparently, no matter how high up you go, you don't have a problem sending death and destruction back into the black community to aid in destroying it, simply because your job and your paycheck dictates that you do so. And of course, the fathers, these absentee fathers, are an absolute nightmare. And of course, the absence of fathers contributes to this mess. But what we have to deal with is the issue of the mothers raising these children. We deal with the fathers well and good, But that doesn't negate the fact that a lot of you swear you don't need a man for anything. You swear you can be the mother and the father. And if that's the case, you're responsible for these monsters. This is what you're turning out because you feel you don't need a man to help you do anything. Now you look at these hood rats coming out of court and you look real good. You look at the one on the extreme left and on the extreme right. Okay, these two heifers think this is funny. And I can imagine so. Because the one on the right, she has probably squirted out a bunch of these little ghetto bastards from her cursed vagina herself. So she knows exactly what's going on and she thinks it's a joke. One of her bastard seeds is probably out there doing the same thing right now. And the other one on the left, well, she's in training because probably give her another year or so, she's going to be pregnant and she's going to squirt out the same type of bastardized little self-destructive monsters that she went to court to go visit. Public Defender Campanelli, you take a real good look at this video. You take a real good look at the individual that you are fighting so hard to get out of jail and put back out on the streets. You take a real good look at this murdering, savage psychopath that you, two other black women, his brother, and the black women that went to go visit him in court apparently don't have a problem getting out of jail and unleashing that savage back out onto the rest of us, because after all, it's not going to be you that's going to be looking down the barrel of that shotgun. This is KTM and the Wake Up Report saying think a little bit. It will do wonders for you.